Faye, are you already on your way over to my new house?
Hello, Anderson. And yeah, I should be arriving there in a few more minutes. Did something happen that I should know about?
While I was on my way back home today, an emergency case opened up. I was able to get the most of the preliminary work done, but there's still a bit to go now, so I'm not in a place to make it back home anytime soon. In other words, I don't think I'll be home in time to see you today.
Oh, is that so?
I'm sorry about this. Especially since you're coming all the way out here to see our new place.
Don't worry about it. You are a doctor after all, and in your line of work, you pretty much have to be ready for anything to happen at the hospital and be there for it. I'm guessing that Natasha is home right now, right?
She is. I told her a little bit ago about how I'm going to be coming home a little late today.
Then I'll just stop by the house to give her the gift I planned on giving you both, and then I'll head on home. I'd feel bad staying over longer without you home, since Natasha and I aren't super close yet.
Oh? You planned on bringing us a gift as well, then? That's really sweet of you.
I actually got a request from Natasha a little while back for an all-electric bike. She told me that you always use the car to go to work and whatnot, so she needed something to get herself around town.
You're telling me that Natasha requested something like that, then? I'm surprised to hear that she asked for you to get her something like that, though.
Well, where the both of you are living now, there are a lot of hills and such that are hard to walk up and down when going to and from home. Anyway, I'm already close to your house, so I'll just drop it off with her and then be on my way.
If you say so. Well, thank you. And tell your husband I say thanks as well for the gift.
No worries.
I have to get back to work now, okay?
Good luck today.
Alright, thank you, Faye.
Natasha, good afternoon. Right now I'm outside in front of your brand new house. Huh? You came all the way out here? That's right. Right now I have something to hand off to you. You are home now, right? Because I had rang the doorbell a few times already, but you didn't come to answer the door, so I decided I needed to text you that I'm here. Well, I am home right now. Did you not hear anything from your older brother about today? I heard from him that there was an emergency at the hospital that he had to go back for, and that he wouldn't be home until later tonight. But when he told me that, I was already on the road to here. And so I thought it'd be alright to just swing by and drop off this gift I have for you. I'm sorry if I'm getting in the way of your time, but if you don't mind, can you come to the front door and get this gift? I'm sure you can already understand by just looking at the size of this house, but I am all the way at the back of the house right now, and coming all the way to the front door is a bit of a pain. I am here with the gift to celebrate you guys in your new place, so if you don't mind just coming to grab it from me... Then can you just leave it next to the front door for me? What? It's not like whatever you brought me is going to spoil in the next hour or two, right? Well, you are right about that, but... Oh, perhaps you actually wanted to come inside the house? No, I don't have to come inside or anything like that. Well, listen, I don't really want to be showing everyone the inside of this massive house right now. I can understand anyone wanting to get a look at what the inside of the place is like, but I really only want people coming in while my husband is around to watch them. But if you really, really do want to come inside and have a look around at the inside of this modern and exciting house, then you'll have to pay me a $10,000 entrance fee. A $10,000 entrance fee? You shouldn't be surprised by that amount, though, right? Your brother is a doctor, after all, and to us, $10,000 is like chump change that we can pay at any moment to get where we please. What are you talking about right now? If you're not going to be able to pay that, then go home. I only came here today to hand you guys a gift to celebrate you both getting this new house. But for some reason, I'm having a hard time understanding why you're being so stubborn about coming to grab it from me. In other words... If you want to come into this house with your brother and I and live here, you have to be able to afford the life we both live. So that's why I'm asking you to pay me that $10,000 to get in here. It's a test. This house has that kind of luxurious feel to it that it requires people to pay up to be within it. Now, if that price is going to be too much for you, then you need to leave. Understood. I'm going home now. And I'll make sure to take that gift from you. I'm sure that the gift itself isn't that big of a deal, but I'd at least like you to open up the door and place it in the entrance. This gift isn't as small as you might think it is, so I'm going to leave it in front of the door. And then get lost, you moneyless loser! What I was able to get for your guys' gift is something that you had requested, and it's pretty expensive as well, so make sure to come out and get it soon before someone tries to steal it. Huh? I'm going now.
Faye? I'm sorry about today.
No worries. It's all good.
Also, thank you for bringing that electric bike over for Natasha. Just a second ago, I took it for a test ride around the block on all those hills, and man, is this bike so much better than having to walk up those hills.
Well, I'm just glad the thing works for you guys, and is very convenient.
Also, one other thing I wanted to mention. I saw that you didn't even come inside the house today to drop off the gift, right? That's what I assumed, considering the bike was sitting outside the front door when I got home.
Huh? Well, it seemed that today Natasha didn't have time to come to the front door to get the gift from me. That's what she told me anyway when we texted earlier. So I just told her that I'd leave it out front on the porch so that she could grab it when she had time while I went back home. And that was all.
Is that right? I was looking in the fridge earlier and noticed that my favorite juice and my leftover cake had gone missing, and I assumed you had eaten them. Also, there is this smell coming from the living room. It's like the smell of cigarettes or something.
Well, I was never able to come into the house, so I wasn't there to eat or drink anything, and you know I don't smoke. Not even my husband smokes, so I'm not sure who did that.
You are right about that. Alright then.
Listen, Anderson, I feel that this has something to do with what was going on within your house today, and my husband would really like to talk with you about it.
Huh? Lance has something he wants to talk with me about?
He said that he'd like to talk with you when Natasha is not around.
Alright. Tomorrow I'm going to be off duty, and Natasha is going to be out of the house with some of her friends in the morning. I won't be home until later that evening. So if he comes over sometime in the middle of the day, it should just be me here.
Lance is telling me that that time works for him as well.
Then how about we do lunch while he talks with me about whatever he has to say?
Is it alright if I come along as well?
I don't care.
Then the two of us will start heading over tomorrow and be there around noon.
Okay. Faye, thank you so much for the other day. And tell Lance that I say thanks as well for coming over here.
No, you don't have to be thankful for anything. I'm sorry that Lance had to give all that information to you straight then. You only just started to live in that new house of yours, so it must hurt to hear about all of this.
Well, it's a lot better to know about this sort of stuff instead of continuing to live in the dark. And to tell you the truth, after hearing about all of that, I started to look deeper around the house and proof of everything started to appear. So with everything I've found, I'm going to start doing something about it. I think this will all be handled within a month or so. I'm really sorry, but until things are handled, I'd like you both to act as though nothing is going on.
Alright. If you need anything else from us, just let me know. We'd both be happy to help, and having to sit through this all by yourself is not always the best way of handling it.
Alright. If there's something I need you guys for, I'll let you both know.
Anderson? Now, what the hell is this? Don't you be telling me good morning like that. Why is there divorce paperwork sitting here? What are you talking about? I haven't done jack to make you want to divorce me like this.
From what I found out, you've been cheating on me with one of my friends.
Huh?
I'm sure that sitting right next to those divorce papers is a stack of papers that point to with said friend of mine. And there should also be some contact information from my lawyer. There are some pictures and stuff in there as well for you to look at of you cheating on me. So make sure to give all those a good look.
You're kidding me. How are you able to figure all of this out?
Well, it all started on the day my little sister came over with that gift she wanted to give you to celebrate the new house. On that day, you wanted to have your friend leave the house before I got home. And so, while my sister was also on her way back home, she saw him running through the backyard and jumping the fence. And also, for some reason, when my sister wanted to come in to hand you the present, you said it cost her $10,000 to get into the house. And while you were telling her all that stuff, she said she could hear someone on the second floor running around in panic. And as she turned around to leave, that man came out of the second-story window out. And when that was happening, the husband was standing to the side of the house and got a great look at your friend jumping before...
You're telling me that Lance came along with her?
Well, you asked Faye to get you that electric bike as a gift. And to move that whole box, she needed her husband with her to help.
I never even knew he was around. Wait, I just realized something.
I'm not telling you. I'm going to have my lawyer get in between us before I talk with you anymore in person. And if you have anything to say to me before we divorce, you'd be better off talking to my lawyer about it than me.
Wait! I'm going to break things off with him.
Even if you do leave me, I already know that you're not loyal to me, and that fact will never go away.
I'm asking you to please at least rethink getting a divorce. Hey, come on now. You and I only just started to live inside that massive new house. If you divorce me and kick me out, you'll be all alone in that vast open house with nobody around you, right? Won't you get really lonely living a life like that?
I'm getting ready to sell this place and move somewhere else.
Huh?
I'm so glad I was able to pay off that loan in one lump payment. And so with all that being said, I'd like you to get the hell out of my house once I'm finally divorced you.
But that's... I was finally able to have the house of my dreams. And I've been the wife of a doctor for a while now, so my life was going to be perfect. What the heck is this? Huh? Natasha? What do you want with me all of a sudden? I am standing right outside your house right now. I have been trying to find out where Anderson ran off to hide from me, and since I knew your address, I thought I'd come over and see if he was here. What is with this massive mansion? This place is even bigger than the house I was living in with Anderson. Why the heck are you living in such a huge house like this with even better furnishings than my old house? Are you actually making that much money? Huh? Did we never talk about this before? This is the house of my grandma before she had passed away, leaving it to me. I was always around to watch over her during the last few years, and so as a thank you, she gave me her house and everything in it. And not just the house, though, but a number of cafes and restaurants that she had been managing before passing away. So right now, my job is managing them in her place. So, you were never a moneyless loser? Ah, and my brother is not over at our house right now. What? He's not here? And I have no plans of telling you where he's at right now. Where the heck is that guy ran off to? Natasha, just in case you think you can get away with it, I suggest not going from here to the hospital he works at looking for him. What you did to him is nothing more than a private issue that resides between you two. So please don't start bringing other people into it and causing trouble for strangers. I know that! What the heck? If I can't find him to talk with him soon, he really is going to leave me. Natasha said that if she couldn't find Anderson soon, he really would leave her. But what she didn't know is that the divorce was already completed. What should have made that obvious to her was that the lawyer stopped by earlier to get her to sign the paperwork and then told her to stop trying to fight the divorce, as it was already finished. Apparently, Anderson had the lawyer turn that paperwork in the moment he got her signature. The following days after the divorce, Natasha and her friend tried to make a huge deal about how they should be given that massive house in the divorce. But as they stood outside Anderson's house making so much noise and chanting that the house was theirs, a black van pulled up from Natasha's parents' place, and two people dragged them inside the vans before driving away. And a month after that had happened, the money that Anderson was asking for in a settlement finally landed in his account from those two. Nobody has any idea where those two disappeared off to, but wherever they are, they must be having one difficult time. But hopefully, no matter how difficult it is for them, they are able to learn their lessons and change their ways. Hi, Omar. You know that today is Alina's entrance ceremony at her new high school, right?
Oh, hi, Rena. Yeah, I know. The entrance ceremony starts at 9, so I should get there a bit earlier, right? I have a night shift that day, so I'll be coming straight from my workplace, but I'll make sure not to be late.
What? Don't tell me you actually plan on coming, do you?
Yeah, I'm her father, aren't I? Why shouldn't I come to her entrance ceremony?
No, you can't come because you're just going to embarrass us. Alina doesn't want you to come.
What do you mean I'll embarrass you guys? I mean, I went to her graduation ceremony at her middle school, so why can't I go now? Besides, I heard that it's normal for both parents to come to the entrance ceremony. It would be better if I came as well, I think.
No, it's true. It's normal for both parents to come, but there are single parents and stuff too, so it won't stand out that much. It would be better if I went alone and everyone thought I was a single parent than if I went with you.
Huh? What is that even? I know you guys aren't very proud of what I do for a living, but is it seriously that embarrassing? Besides, it's not like they're going to go around asking parents what they do for a living, are they?
Jesus, you really are an idiot. It doesn't matter if they don't ask you your profession because it's obvious what it is just by looking at you.
Huh? Come on, Rena. Aren't you over-exaggerating a bit? How are they supposed to know that I work at a factory just by looking at me?
I'm telling you, you don't understand the feelings of a teenage girl. You see, a father who works at a factory is embarrassing for a teenage girl.
Huh? Why exactly is it embarrassing then? I know it's nothing fancy like a pilot or a doctor, but it's nothing to be embarrassed of.
Of course you would say that. You're a factory worker. This new school of Alina's is a high-level private school, so the other students are going to pick on her if they find out that she's from the lower class. Besides, if you come to the entrance ceremony, the whole auditorium is going to stink, so go home.
Huh? Lower class? Just what exactly is this school you sent Elena to? Some sort of prep school? Well, I understand how she might stand out if they find out about her background, but is it really worth pretending I don't exist at all? And what do you mean go home? I haven't even went to the entrance ceremony yet.
I'm telling you not to go to her high school after your night shift is done and go straight home to our house. It's obvious you're going to stink after you just worked hours at a factory. Do you enjoy embarrassing us or something? It's not for me that you shouldn't go, but for Alina, since it's an important day, being her first day in high school and all. Apparently, Alina intends on telling everyone at her high school that her father works at a trading company and earns 100,000 euros a year. If you stink of factory, then they're going to know for sure that you don't actually work at a trading company. So? Do you understand why you can't come to her entrance ceremony now? Just don't go, all right? Why do you want to go so much in the first place?
Because I thought she was my daughter. You know, I can take a shower in my workplace before I come. I intend on changing into a suit before I go as well. I'm not going to go in the clothes I wear to work if that's what you're worried about.
No matter how much you clean yourself up or polish your appearance, you won't be able to get rid of the stink that's already a permanent part of your body. The one that comes from years working at a factory. It doesn't matter what you do, it's not going to make you any less embarrassing to us. Do you understand now? Don't come, no matter what. Hello, Father. Don't tell me you came to the entrance ceremony, did you? I heard from Mother that you intend to come, but don't come, no matter what, all right?
Elena, even you're telling me not to come? But I went to your middle school's graduation ceremony, didn't I? Why can't I go now that you're in high school?
That's because my middle school was in the area that we lived, so everyone knew about you in the first place. Meaning that there was no point in trying to hide it. But now that I'm going to a private school a bit farther from our hometown, I can make my own background from scratch since no one knows you.
What do you mean make your own background? So you intend on lying about yourself just to impress your new classmates? That isn't good, Elena. You might impress them at the start, but you're going to end up being one of those people that only do things to please others. You're never going to be happy yourself.
Wow, those are some impressive words for a factory worker. Did you copy and paste that from the internet or something? You see, I'm going to tell everyone that my father works at a trading company and earns 100,000 euros a year. It's not an embarrassing profession, unlike a factory worker, right? I need to fit in, Dad. This new school of mine is a high-level private school, so the parents of all the other students will probably have such high-income jobs.
So you think that your father working at a factory is embarrassing? I told your mom this already, but while working at a factory might not be flashy, it's an honest job that you shouldn't be embarrassed of. I'm sure not all of the parents will have high-income jobs. Surely there will be some people like you, right?
Of course it's embarrassing. I mean, you stink, first of all. And working at a factory is like the opposite of being stylish, and it's so uncool. That's why I don't like you working at a factory, and I don't care if there are other kids like me. I'm not proud of it, and that's all that matters.
I see. I understand. Fine, I won't come to the ceremony then. Although I was hoping that you would disagree with your mother, it seems I was mistaken.
Hey, Omar. What are these divorce papers you left on the table?
Sorry, but my heart's finally broke.
What? What do you mean your heart's finally broke? Are you some sort of teenage girl who just broke up with her boyfriend or something?
Make fun of me all you want, but I don't care what you say anymore. Both you and Elena have always looked down on me for working at a factory. I try not to think of it too much by telling myself that it can't be helped since Elena is a girl in puberty and that you're just sympathizing with her. But today was the last straw. I thought to myself, why didn't I just quit being a father entirely? And that's when my heart broke and I couldn't hold back my emotions anymore. Those divorce papers I left you are the result of those emotions.
Why don't you do as you please? I mean, you can barely provide for yourself with that meager salary of yours in the first place, let alone for the three of us. That's why I had to work a part-time job all these years, Omar. Because my husband worked at a factory and barely made any money.
I know that I never made that much money, but I did my best to provide for this family until now. Not anymore, though. I'm done. Let's hire a lawyer to deal with the details of property division and stuff.
Huh? A lawyer? Where are you right now?
I won't tell you where I am, but I'll just tell you that I'm in the city.
What do you mean, a lawyer? Don't you think you're over-exaggerating? I thought I just had to turn these papers into the city hall and we were done.
We could, but hiring a lawyer is the best way to avoid trouble with things like this. We mainly need to discuss financial matters, so it's best if we hire an expert to manage things, don't you think? There's a lot less risk of there being any issue. Just sign those divorce papers and turn them into City Hall whenever you like. Well, goodbye, Rena.
Hey, I heard that you were divorcing Mom. Is that true?
Yeah, it's up to your mom when she turns in the divorce papers up.
Nice! Finally, I was waiting for this day all my life. This is a good opportunity to get a new father, so I hope Mom actually marries someone who works at a trading company. Because then the background I made for myself will be real.
So you're going to continue telling everyone at school that your dad works at a trading company, even though me and your mom are getting divorced?
What? What do you care if I tell everyone my dad works at a trading company? Are you going to tell me that lying is bad and being honest is the best way to make friends or something? That's not how the real world works, Dad. Relationships would never get anywhere if people were honest.
Honestly, do whatever you want. I don't care what you do at school anymore. I just thought that it was strange because you're going to live with your mother after we get divorced, right? Won't your classmates eventually find out that you were lying?
Oh, I see. Well, it's not like anyone's asked me the details yet, so I'll just think of something later on.
So, is that all you wanted to tell me?
Yep. I just wanted to know whether it was true that you and Mom were getting divorced.
I see. Well, goodbye then, Elena.
Bye!
Hello, Omar. I thought I'd tell you about the situation. I already turned in those divorce papers.
All right. I'm glad you accepted the financial terms of the divorce as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm lucky I got even that much out of the property division.
Yes, I added a little extra because I was the one who suddenly proposed a divorce, and it might affect Elena's future. The money you need to raise Elena until she graduates from university is included in the money I gave you. Don't forget that. I don't want you spending it on any other nonsense.
Yeah, I already received an explanation from the lawyer, so it's fine.
All right then, I guess we're officially divorced now.
Yep. Goodbye, Mr. Low-Income Factory Worker. Hey, Omar! You've got to be kidding me, right? The factory you work at was shown on TV. You were interviewed, and they said something about you being the inventor of a new popular item and how you had numerous achievements over the years. And then they said you were going to be the CEO starting from next year. You didn't tell me anything about this, Omar! This can't be happening. To think you were headed straight for a promotion even when you were just a factory worker. I was almost the wife of a CEO. If I had known, I never would have divorced you.
Hello, Father. I just graduated high school, and now I'm going to go to university.
Long time no see, Elena. Time flies so fast. You already graduated high school?
Yeah, and I want you to give me the tuition for university.
Huh? But your university tuition was already included in the money I gave your mother when we got divorced.
What? Seriously?
By the way, what university are you going to be entering?
A university.
If it's a university, then the money I gave your mother should be enough to pay for the tuition, since it's a national university, right? Why are you asking me for tuition?
I mean, Mom said that you didn't earn much money, so you could only pay for my tuition until I graduated high school, but You're still my father, so even if you don't earn that much money, it's still your duty as my parent to somehow grant my dreams when I say that I want to go to university.
I see. It seems like Mom didn't tell you anything.
What do you mean?
It's going to be inconvenient for me if you start following me around or something, so I'll explain it to you myself.
Huh? What do you mean follow you? But I'm your daughter. Isn't that a bit cold?
You see, Elena, you're your mother's child from her previous marriage.
What?
You see, the two of us never legally became related to each other since there was opposition from our families, so I didn't need to provide for your tuition in the first place when me and your mom got divorced. But since I was the one who proposed a divorce, I felt responsible for what it might do to your future. I decided to give your mother an extra 120,000 euros on top of the property division I already gave her to pay for your tuition until you graduate university and stuff.
1,200 euros? But if you can afford that much, just a bit more shouldn't be a problem for you, right? You see, 98% of people from my high school go on to university, so everyone's going to laugh at me if I don't go to university as well. So please, just give me the university tuition.
That's impossible.
Why not?
You see, 120,000 euros was a huge amount of money for me at the time. It was basically all my savings, and I had to be really tight with money for a while after that. I've only recently been able to spend up an average amount of money again. Sorry, but I'm not going to go through that trouble again.
But if you don't give it to me, I won't be able to go to university.
So where's the money that I gave your mom that was supposed to pay for your tuition then?
I don't know.
All right, then you should ask your mother about it and talk to her about what to do from now on. If she doesn't have the money anymore, then it can't be helped, and you'll have to get a scholarship or get a tuition loan or get a student loan or something.
But even if you tell that to me now...
It might seem cold to you, but I really have nothing to do with it anymore. So you can't just involve me in your financial matters like this. You're not my daughter. The 120,000 euros I gave your mom 3 years ago was the most I could do at the time. Please don't contact me again.
Father!
No, I'm not your father. But I do hope that you find happiness, though. Good luck.
Omar! Why did you tell Alina that you weren't actually her father and that you had given me 1,200,000 euros when we got divorced? But if she doesn't get a job as soon as she graduates high school, we won't be able to support ourselves anymore. We don't have any money.
If ever Elena comes to me begging for money in the future, you won't oppose me telling her that she wasn't actually my daughter and about the circumstances involving our marriage.
Huh?
This was one of the conditions you agreed to when I gave you the 120,000 euros.
Oh, damn it.
It looks like you understand now, so goodbye.
Hold on, but it's true that we don't have any money. I heard that ever since you became the CEO, the company's business has been doing better than ever, so you can give us money, right?
Would you please just cut it out already? Didn't I tell you that Elena's tuition until university was included in the money I gave you? It's your fault for not listening to me and using it on who knows what.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I intended to leave some money for Alina's university tuition, but before I noticed it was just gone. So please, Omar, help your family.
Sorry, but you guys aren't my family anymore. You see, I got remarried and I'm going to have a child soon, which means that I don't have any money to spare as I have to provide for my actual family.
Seriously? You got remarried and you're going to have a baby soon?
Yes, that's what I said. Well then, goodbye for real this time. I had my suspicions as to what had happened to the 120,000 euros I gave Reina, but apparently she quit her part-time job after we got divorced. Apparently the 120,000 euros was used to support the two of them during the 3 years Elena was in high school, as well as for Elena's tuition. Honestly, what she did was more sane than I had expected. I thought that she would spend the money on random garbage like new bags or something. Anyways, ultimately, Elena gave up on going to university, but she didn't get a job either. After finding out that her mother used the money that was supposed to pay for her university tuition, she became feral and started just staying in her room all day. Reina was terrified of Elena's wrath, and so she started working part-time again. But since she only earns minimum wage and has to start from the beginning, the two were barely able to keep themselves alive, it seems. Not only that, but apparently Reina's new job was at a factory, the place she herself made fun of me so many times for working at. I guess she got what she deserved for making fun of a person's profession without even understanding what exactly it is that they do. Maybe karma does really exist.